Okay, let's start with the case 3. What is case 3? When the object is placed within the focus of the mirror, it is seen that image is virtual, erect and enlarged in shape and lies behind the mirror. So, if you see image of such type, So if you see the image of such type, so this means that object is placed within the focus of the mirror. This object is placed here within the focus of the mirror. That's why the image is virtual, erected and enlarged in size. What is case 4? Case 4 means when the object is between center of curvature and focus point. This is center of curvature and this is the focus point. An object is placed between them. It seems that image is real, inverted and enlarged, and it lies outside the center of the curvature. See, the image is real, inverted and enlarged. So this was the fourth case. So we studied about what is concave mirror, what are the rules, and 4 cases of image formation in concave mirror. Now we talk about the convex mirror. If the reflecting surface lies on the outside of the curve, is a convex mirror. Here the inside surface is hard, but the outside surface is the reflecting surface. So now we study the rules of this. As we study the rules of concave mirror, now we study the convex mirror rule. The first rule is the ray of light traveling parallel the principal axis after reflection from the convex mirror appears to come from its focus behind the mirror. See, a ray of light traveling parallel to the principal axis from the concave mirror appears to come from its focus behind the mirror. So here it comes reflected, and this reflected will be as the reflection come from the focus behind the mirror. The second one is the ray of light traveling towards the center of curvature behind the mirror is reflected back in the same direction. It is same. If the ray of light is traveling towards the center of curvature, then it will be reflect back with the same path. So these were the rules. Now how the image is formed in convex mirror. The image is placed anywhere in front of the convex mirror. The ray parallel to the principal axis after reflection appears to come from the focus behind the mirror. That is the same rule. Another ray going towards the center of the curvature behind the mirror reflect the same path. These are the same rules which we studied. The two reflected rays appears to interact at a point between F and P behind the mirror. The image appears to be formed behind the mirror. So the image formed by the convex mirror is virtual, erect and smaller in size with respect to object. So they said that on convex mirror we can place the object anywhere, wherever. The image will be, the two reflected rays appears to interact at the point between F and P behind the mirror. So the image will be smaller in size with respect to the real object and virtual and erected. You can see, I think you know this type of mirrors why we use, because in this mirror the objects are shown smaller in size. So now we study about, these were all the parts of reflection, and now we study about refraction. What is refraction? In physics, refraction is the change in direction of a wave passing from one medium to another, or from a gradual change in the medium. Refraction of light is the most commonly observed phenomenon, but other waves such as sound waves and water waves also experience refraction. So actually, what is refraction? Refraction is actually changing the direction or changing the angle or changing the path. That is refraction. As you know, in the property of the light, light in a free space travel in a straight line, but it can only be reflected with the help of mirror, lens or objects. And refraction is not only with the lamp, water waves and sound waves, even our signals can also experience reflection with different objects. So in reflection we will not use mirrors, we will talk about lenses, same convex lens and concave lens. So what is convex lens? It is a converging lens such that a beam of light passing through it is brought to a point of focus. Whenever so many or more than one light waves or beams are coming and convex lens is used, convex lens will put all these beams on a single point of focus. That is the work of convex lens. Now concave lens. It is a diverging lens such that a parallel beam of light passing through it is caused to diverge or spread the light. What happens in concave lens? In concave lens, if the beam of lights are coming, it will spread those beams. That is the work of the concave lens. So in today's lecture we study about what is geometric physics, what are their rules, and what are the two main principles. Those are reflection and refraction. So we study what is reflection and types of reflection in plane mirror and in spherical mirror. And in spherical mirror there were concave and convex mirrors. So we study about spherical mirror, concave mirror, rules of concave mirror, and the four cases of image formation in concave mirror. Then we study about what is convex mirror, its rules and its image formation, and in the final we study about what is refraction and refraction in convex lens and concave lens. After studying this, I think our main goal of this today's lecture is that we should know that where these all types of mirror and lens are used, because now you know the properties of this, now you know the working principle of these mirrors and lens. So all of you should do this assignment and write down the practical application. Now it depends upon you how many applications you can write. And application doesn't mean that if you write like in concave mirror, if you write one example, not only the name of that application, you have to tell about that application in 3 to 4 lines. So it depends upon you how many applications you can write. You have to write the applications of concave mirror, convex mirror, concave lens and convex lens. So this was all for our today's lecture, and thank you for listening.